Today, we're diving into a fascinating chapter of Roman history, exploring the lives of the Caracalla and Geta, the twin emperors who ruled in the year 211 AD.
And stay until the end to watch Marcus Aurelius and Commodus, where one was known as the philosopher and the other as the gladiator.
So, let's dive right in. The year was 211 AD, and Rome stood on the precipice of chaos. The great emperor Septimius Severus, the unifier of a fractured empire, lay dying in the damp, windswept lands of Britannia. His two sons, Caracalla and Geta, stood beside him, their expressions unreadable. One was fueled by ambition and ruthless determination, the other by caution and a quiet intellect. As their father breathed his last, he uttered his final command: "Be harmonious, enrich the soldiers, and scorn all others." Thus began the uneasy rule of the twin emperors. Caracalla and Geta, though brothers, were rivals in every way. Born to the same mother, Julia Dumna, they had grown up locked in a silent contest for dominance. Caracalla, the elder by a year, was a warrior at heart, brash, impulsive, and ever eager for battle. Geta, by contrast, was reserved and calculating, preferring diplomacy and governance over bloodshed. Their differences had been tolerated under the firm hand of their father. But now, with his passing, there was nothing to keep their animosities at bay. At first, they attempted to rule together. The empire was divided between them, with each holding separate courts and issuing separate decrees. Rome itself became a battlefield of whispers and secret plots. The people were forced to choose sides, and the Praetorian Guard, always hungry for power, waited to see which emperor would falter first. Don't forget to subscribe and help us grow our channel. Julia Domna, their mother, worked tirelessly to maintain peace, but even she could not mend the widening chasm between her sons. Caracalla despised Geta's reluctance to wield the sword, while Geta feared Caracalla's thirst for absolute power. The brothers avoided one another, their palaces filled with spies, their corridors echoing with conspiracies. Then, in December of 211 AD, the end came swiftly. Caracalla, tired of the division and eager to rule alone, hatched a plan. He invited Geta to a private meeting in their mother's chambers under the pretense of reconciliation. Geta, wary but pressured by Julia Domna's pleas for unity, reluctantly agreed. But as he stepped into the chamber, Caracalla's guards fell upon him. The younger emperor had no chance to defend himself. He died in his mother's arms, his blood staining the marble floors. Don't forget to subscribe and help us grow our channel. Julia Domna, devastated, screamed in grief, but Caracalla showed no remorse. He declared Geta a traitor and ordered all mentions of him erased from history. Statues were defaced, inscriptions chiseled away, and anyone who had served Geta was hunted down and executed. The Praetorian Guard, well rewarded, stood by him as he claimed sole rule of Rome. Don't forget to subscribe and help us grow our channel. Caracalla's reign that followed was one of tyranny and cruelty. He lavished gifts upon the soldiers, as his father had advised, but at the cost of the Senate's power and the people's trust. He waged unnecessary wars, drained the treasury, and moved across the empire with reckless abandon. His most infamous act was the massacre in Alexandria, where he ordered thousands to be slaughtered for mocking him. Don't forget to subscribe and help us grow our channel. But fate was not kind to fratricides. In 217 AD, while traveling to the eastern provinces, Caracalla was assassinated by his own bodyguard, a man named Martialis, as he relieved himself on the roadside. The Praetorian Guard had turned against him just as they had once turned against Geta. Thus ended the story of the twin emperors, a tale of rivalry, betrayal, and the inevitable fall of a dynasty once held together by a father's iron will. Rome endured, but the stain of their blood feud would linger in history forever. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more intriguing tales from the past. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of history.
Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, ruled Rome from 161 to 180 CE. Known for his Stoic philosophy, his reign was characterized by wisdom, duty, and perseverance amidst crises. Born in 121 CE, Marcus rose to power through adoption by Emperor Antoninus Pius, proving himself a capable ruler. His military campaigns against Germanic tribes and efforts to combat the Antonine Plague showcased his resilience. His Meditations remains a timeless guide on virtue and self-discipline. In stark contrast, his son and successor, Commodus, epitomized excess and self-indulgence. Ascending in 180 CE, Commodus abandoned his father's disciplined governance, favoring gladiatorial games and personal aggrandizement over statecraft. His mismanagement led to political instability and the erosion of the Pax Romana, while Marcus Aurelius is celebrated as a model of ethical leadership. Commodus is remembered for squandering his father's legacy, symbolizing the dangers of unrestrained power and poor governance. And, before you forget, subscribe and like.
Marcus Aurelius, known as the Philosopher-Emperor, ruled the Roman Empire from 161 to 180 CE. His reign marked the apex of Rome's territorial expanse and the philosophical refinement of Stoicism. A study of his life reveals not just a powerful ruler, but a man deeply committed to wisdom, duty, and self-discipline. Early life and education. Born on April 26, 121 CE, in Rome, Marcus Aurelius was named Marcus Annius Verus. He hailed from a wealthy and influential family. His grandfather served as a senator, and his father, also named Marcus Annius Verus, was a Roman magistrate. Tragically, Marcus lost his father at a young age, and he was raised by his grandfather. His intellectual gifts were evident early on, earning him the attention of Emperor Hadrian, who took a personal interest in the boy's education. Hadrian nicknamed him Verissimus, most truthful, for his integrity. Under the guidance of various tutors, Marcus was schooled in Greek and Latin literature, rhetoric, and philosophy. His greatest intellectual influence came from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, whose teachings shaped Marcus's moral framework. Rise to power. Hadrian's influence extended to Marcus's political career. Upon Hadrian's death, his successor, Antoninus Pius, adopted Marcus Aurelius and Lucius Verus, setting the stage for their future co-rule. Marcus married Antoninus's daughter, Faustina the Younger, solidifying his connection to the imperial family. Throughout Antoninus's reign, Marcus served in various administrative roles, learning the intricacies of governance and developing his philosophical insights. When Antoninus Pius died, in 161 CE, Marcus ascended to the throne. Unlike many emperors, he shared power with Lucius Verus, a move that underscored his commitment to cooperation and stability. While Lucius handled military campaigns in the East, Marcus focused on domestic governance and philosophical pursuits. Philosophical foundations. Marcus Aurelius's Stoic philosophy was central to his rule and personal life. Stoicism, founded by Zeno of Citium in the 3rd century BC.
And, before you forget, subscribe and like.
And living in harmony with nature. For Marcus, these principles provided a framework to navigate the challenges of imperial leadership. His seminal work, Meditations, is a collection of personal reflections and philosophical musings. Written during military campaigns, it reveals a man striving for virtue amid adversity. Themes of impermanence, duty, and inner peace permeate the text. Statements like "you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength" encapsulate his Stoic outlook. Challenges of reign. Marcus's reign was fraught with crises. Shortly after taking power, the empire faced invasions from the Parthians in the east. Lucius Verus led the campaign, which ended successfully in 166 CE. However, returning soldiers brought with them the Annian Plague, a devastating pandemic that killed millions and weakened the empire's resources. Simultaneously, the northern frontiers faced increasing threats from Germanic tribes. Marcus personally led campaigns along the Danube River to repel these invasions, displaying his dedication to the empire's security. Despite his philosophical leanings, he proved to be a capable military leader, balancing strategic acumen with compassion for his soldiers. Domestic policies. At home, Marcus Aurelius worked tirelessly to uphold justice and improve the lives of his subjects. He enacted legal reforms to protect the vulnerable, including slaves and orphans. His administration prioritized merit over nepotism, striving to maintain the empire's stability during tumultuous times. His Stoic principles guided his governance, emphasizing fairness and responsibility. Relationship with Faustina. Marcus's marriage to Faustina the Younger was marked by both affection and controversy. Together, they had 13 children, though many did not survive to adulthood. Their surviving son, Commodus, would eventually succeed Marcus as emperor. Historical accounts of Faustina vary. While some sources accuse her of infidelity and intrigue, Marcus's writings and meditations suggest he held her in high regard. Regardless of the rumors, Their union was a cornerstone of his personal life. Legacy and death. In 180 CE, Marcus Aurelius died at the age of 58, likely from natural causes exacerbated by the rigors of military campaigns.
Don't forget to subscribe and help us grow our channel.
He passed away in Vindobona, modern Vienna, during the campaign against the Germanic tribes. His death marked the end of the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability in the empire. Marcus's legacy endures as one of the 5 good emperors, a term coined by historian Edward Gibbon to describe a succession of capable and just rulers. His philosophical writings continue to inspire readers worldwide, offering timeless insights into the human condition. Commodus and the aftermath. Marcus chose to appoint his son Commodus, his successor, has been a subject of debate. Commodus's reign was marked by extravagance and mismanagement, leading to political instability. Some argue that Marcus's decision reflected his belief in dynastic continuity, while others see it as a rare lapse in judgment. Despite Commodus's failings, Marcus's impact on the Roman Empire and philosophical thought remains profound. His ability to harmonize the demands of power with the pursuit of virtue sets him apart as a unique figure in history. Marcus Aurelius's life is a testament to the possibility of combining power with wisdom. As a ruler, he navigated the complexities of empire with a steady hand, guided by a philosophy that emphasized duty, self-control, and the greater good. As a thinker, he left behind a body of work that continues to resonate across centuries. In an age often characterized by ambition and excess, Marcus Aurelius remains a symbol of humility and resilience. His reign not only preserved the Roman Empire, but also enriched the philosophical tradition, reminding us of the enduring value of virtue and reason.
And, before you forget, subscribe and like.
Today, we're diving into the life story of Commodus, an emperor, gladiator, and death. Commodus was born in 161 AD, the son of Emperor Marcus Aurelius and his wife, Faustina the Younger. He was the last of the 5 good emperors, known for his military successes and his love for gladiatorial games. Commodus was also a skilled gladiator, known as the Gladiator Emperor. He was a fearless fighter, often competing in the arena against wild beasts and other gladiators. His courage and strength earned him the nickname the Lion. Unfortunately, Commodus's reign was marked by corruption, tyranny, and a decline in the empire's power. His reign was cut short by a conspiracy, and he was assassinated in 192 AD. His death marked the end of the Pax Romana, the period of relative peace and prosperity that had lasted for over a century. Commodus's life and death serve as a reminder of the highs and lows of power and the consequences of tyranny. His story is a testament to the strength and courage of the human spirit, and a reminder that even the most powerful can fall. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to follow and subscribe for more fascinating tales from the past. Until next time, keep exploring.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. It will help us grow. Also, watch and click other videos above to help with YouTube algorithm. We appreciate your support and thank you for watching. We will appreciate a comment for that, also help us grow.